Hiya! This is Equilibrium Man, my ultimate Ironman where I have to level my skills as equally as possible, no more than one level apart. If I fail, I have to restart. Equalfeller is the 8th Equilibrium Man, and the strongest by far. Let us watch as his journey to true equilibrium unfolds. We are starting today at base 36, having just finished catching all my skills up to hit points in the last episode. I forgot to mention it at the end of the previous video, but we are currently sitting at 188 hours of playtime on this account. It'll be fun to see how much time I add on going for the next base level goal. Now that I'm trying to keep all my skills equal to hit points as well, planning ahead has become more important than ever. That is why the start of every base level circuit begins with research. Checking all the quests I haven't done yet and choosing which ones I have enough XP available to take on. Once I have my quest for the circuit planned out, it's time to start the grind. But before any quests, I have something important to take care of. With level 37 construction, I unlock the Menagerie, which is a huge financial investment for me, but is essential for the happiness of my cat, Attila. Now she has a nice home she can stay in, and it will free me up to take more risks without worrying about losing my cat after death. Now that Attila is safe and sound, my first order of business is to start the Lost City quest and poison myself to death on nettles so I can go to Intrana. And with my business on Intrana taken care of, I reclaim my items and complete the quest. Death piling is going to get a lot more common going forward. In general, I don't really have a reason to go for any specific quest. I'm just trying to do them as soon as I have enough XP available. But there are definitely some quests that I am looking forward to, either for utility or out of potential necessity. I'll be knocking out a lot of quests in today's video, and some of them might become essential to the account's survival. Even though I managed to get hit points in line with my other skills, it is still a pain point for this account. There are quests that reward HP XP that I have to carefully work around if I want to stay equal, which is a bit of a roadblock to my goal of getting a quest cape. But that is only the beginning of my hit point struggles. You gain hit points at a rate of 1.33 HP XP for every 1 Slayer XP. This means that, all else being equal, HP will outpace Slayer in the end. That means I'll have to find a way to forcibly drag my Slayer level along while keeping all my other stats equal to HP. So how do we get Slayer XP without doing Slayer? Thanks to Klitzy29 for being so devout a follower of Gothics that they felt the need to gift me a bond. That will fuel my next adventure. And their bond blessed me with a good clue reward. The hat's looking sick, but I think I'll stick with the OG for now. Slayer will be my biggest problem in the end, no matter what I do. But there is still a way to grind it, even with no combat XP involved. Some people might think I mean cleaning museum finds for free XP lamps. But not only is that locked behind Dig Site quest, which I won't have enough XP to do until the 50s, it is also staggeringly slow at only 1k XP per hour. While that method may be good as a last resort, I had another idea in mind for my Slayer solution. We were finally able to do Nature Spirit, a quest I have been wanting to do for a while now. Originally, I wanted to avoid any quests that gave HP XP, because I didn't want to make HP even more overleveled than it already was. Now that we are in line with HP though, we were finally able to squeeze this quest in. With Nature Spirit done, I was able to start the Baroque questline, the biggest quest series in the Mauritania region, and one that will lead to a ton of unlocks for the account. My Slayer solution was still in the works, but that wasn't the only thing I wanted to work on today. There was a huge upgrade to one other scale that I have been keeping my eye on, I've been biding my time, carefully calculating at each level, and finally it was time to take on the Temple of the Eye. I finished the tutorial round of Guardians of the Rift, taking me up to level 40 runecrafting and base level 40. And then I turned in the quest to take me up to level 41 runecrafting. I wasn't able to try out the minigame itself this circuit, but from here on, my runecrafting XP will be coming significantly faster. And to celebrate my accomplishment, I wanted to start off the level 41 circuit with a bang. Or several bangs. That is 10 skills, 1 quest. Bet you've never seen this before.
You ever wonder what them geckos you're doing holding up that bowl?
And thank you to Rat Mode for the second bond of this video. I am finding the limits of how much I can get done on a single bond this week, so these 2 bonds will definitely be coming in handy for the future circuits. I just missed the Herblore level, but there's base 41. Continuing on the Myrek questline after In Search of the Myrek was In Aid of the Myrek, and that was one of our major goals for today. Most people out there probably know Settled and his series Swampletics. In that series he had to grind up Slayer to get an Abyssal Whip without ever doing a Slayer task. How did he do it? Why, temple trekking of course. With In Search of the Myrek done, we have unlocked the temple trekking minigame. And as a reward for that minigame, you can get random XP tomes. With those tomes, we're able to get Slayer XP, even if we become unable to do combat without overleveling. I can see this being a real savior of the account later down the line. I successfully unlocked Guardians of the Rift for better runecrafting training, and temple trekking to be my fallback for Slayer XP. And now it was time to put my nose to the grindstone and reach my base level goal before my current bond runs out. In case you're wondering where I'm getting my funds lately, it's a simple Ironman staple. Starting in the Ferox Enclave, I head north, brazenly barge through the green dragons with no anti-fire shield at all, enter the area just north of them, and pick up the steel plate legs that spawn there. Then hop, get more legs, and repeat. Once you have a full inventory, you can teleport out and sell your legs for a decent few thousand gold. I'm also taking another cue from ol' Swampman Settled, using my Terramins for Serum 207s. You can give this serum to the villagers in Mortone, and they will give you shit rewards in return. One of those shit rewards is more Terramins. If you're lucky, you can get Herblore XP totally for free this way.
Look at this fat inventory of Terramins.
It's free real estate.
And there was base 42.
Attack from melee. That's an incredible get.
Base 43. Whenever I finish a stint of hunter training, I do as many of the stacked up clues as I can. Usually the rewards are dogshit, but as if to celebrate me for 44 hunter, this time I actually got something. I can't wait until I can store some of this stuff in my costume room. Speaking of, at level 44 construction, I can now start storing random event items. That means more lamps for me once I complete some of these outfits. Oh hey, check this out.
I'm not even supposed to be here. I hope I don't jack off.
Nice. Oh shit, that's sort of level 1000.
And there we have it. Base 44. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Base 4.
The long way. Peanut butter.
That is just incredible to look at. Checking on time played, we are sitting at 300 hours. It's been 2 weeks, so I have to look back at where I started, but...
And we started at 188 hours, so holy shit. That is 112 hours that I've played this account in one bond. 2 weeks. 112 hours in 2 weeks.
I am once again thanking my channel members for their financial support. This time around, Ellie Belly has been joined by Jack in the Guthix himself tier. I never even expected one person to take that tier, so I really appreciate your extreme level of support. Also, an extra thanks to Tuz94, who forgave me even though I accidentally left their name off of the members list at the end of the last video. All my channel members are paragons of balance. Thank you!
Thank you!